Hey everyone, this is GKE715. Welcome back to another mod review here on Bonelab. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing this pack, the Madness Weapon Pack. All these guns are all originally from Madness Combat. Now, for those who do not know what Madness Combat is, I believe originally it was like some sort of an animated series that was all the time around in Newgrounds. For those who have been around to see it. I have a friend of mine that that's a huge fan of Madness Combat, so I may as well do this little Bonelab mod for him since he's a huge fan of it. So why not? Oh, I did not meant to press that. I meant to spawn in the NPCs that we're going to be using for target practice. So here are the weapons that we have that we're going to be reviewing. So give me just a minute. I gotta do something. Okay, there we go. All right. So here are the weapons that we have that we're going to be reviewing. So we have the AKS-74U, the Evo 3 Micro, the Glock 20, the Hellcat Micro Compact, the M1911C, the MP5, and the Spaz 12. And these guns, they're all in the style of Madness Combat, which is, mostly 3D animated. So this weapon, I believe it is the AKS-74U, which is a Russian carbine weapon. Also, all the weapons here were made by OBJ Crinkles, which I believe, that's like the name right there. So here we go. Let's fire out the AKS-74U. So let me just... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I forgot to grab some ammo. Oh, okay. I am so sorry. I'm not doing this very professionally. So it is out of my own stupidity. I keep forgetting, I keep forgetting to pack in some ammo before, we begin stuff like this. I need to memorize that more often. Now, where the hell is the Madness Combat weapons? I had them here somewhere. Madness Combat. Ah, here they are. Okay, so first one is the AK-74U, which it has no stock. You load it by, I believe, the priming handle's right here. And then you just fire. There we go. Alright. Let me carefully remove the dead boards that I've used. Okay, there we go. I need to remove all of them. I don't want to have, have them all, cause problems. There we go. Yeah, it's out of ammo already. So, yeah, that is the AK-74U. The AKS-74U, which this one has no stock. It's interesting. Then we have the Evo 3 Micro, which is an SMG. Comes in with a magazine. Interesting. Let's just spawn in the NPCs here so we can use them. Yeah, it uses these magazines. I don't mind the bullets. Just a very, these are not exactly realistic models. It's an SMG, so I believe you just fire it. Fires really fast, so. You're probably gonna have to use you're probably gonna have to use a bit of recoil. You hold your hands for firing this thing. Well, I mean, though this is an SMG. It was made for close ranges, so I hope you understand that. Oh, I freaking missed all my shots. All right, you know what? I'll just get up close to him. Missed again. Yeah, see, it'll turn your opponents into a nice red mist. So, there we go. Alright, let me just, remove all these enemies or NPCs, and actually, let's switch things up. Let's use a new enemy. Let's use some null bodies instead of forts, because why not? Now, we're going to use the Glock 20, which is a pistol which looks pretty basic. Pretty basic, but I mean, keep in mind, though, it is a pistol, so it's the way how these weapons are made, are like that. I'm just... Oof! Headshot. Alright. 3 hits and they're dead. Oof. Oh, yeah. That is powerful. Yeah, this is the Glock. It doesn't fire fast, and, because, it's supposed to be a single fire pistol. Well, I mean, I think it's semi-auto. Yeah, it's semi-auto, so you're pretty much gonna have to use, your... You're gonna have to use, your hands. See? There we go. And just unload that, and now let's clean up clean up the bodies. You know what? I may as well just use my bare hands for this, because why not? Come here, you little bastard. And go to hell, you little piece of shit. There we go. Suddenly, you know, my Helldiver stuff came out of there. All right. The next weapon is the Hellcat Micro Compact, which is a really, really tiny pistol. It is a really tiny weapon, so, you know, man, I'm gonna give you guys like that heads up. So let me grab that. It is tiny, really tiny. I mean, it's supposed to be kind of like a holdout pistol. Oh, ignore that battery warning. Just ignore it. Yeah. Okay, these guys literally take like so many hits and you kill. Let me just make sure you know they're dead. There we go. Yeah, so this is the so that is the Hellcat Micro Compact. Now we're gonna try out the last three weapons, the M1911C, which is another pistol, a pretty long barrel weapon, I'll be honest. And by the way, for information, I do not know all the characters who use these weapons, so whoever knows, let me know in the comments. Oh. Excuse me. The 1911. It actually does a lot of damage against these freaking zombies. Okay, he's dead, I think. Okay, he's super dead. All right, these guys are gonna be out now. So that's the 1911. It's got a pretty big mag though. Now maybe the MP5, which is a submachine gun. I believe a German submachine gun, but it looks really different. Far as I'm aware of, I believe the MP5 is a World War II SMG. I think. I don't know. I don't got. Sometimes like I forget. I need to do my research. Okay. Just, okay, he's dead. That, does that. Now we have, lastly, the final weapon, the Spas 12, which I'm gonna be using a special target for this. What do we got here for, nope. You know what, you know what, I'm feeling kind of a bit brave, so why not have some clay shooting with some, these guys. I think they're called crablets, if I remember correctly. Yeah, here's a Spas 12, it's a big-ass shotgun. I don't know where you load the thing. Oh, wait. I think you're supposed to pull the... Wait, am I... That's weird, hold on. Okay, there we go. Now, how do you load this thing? How do you load it? Because, like, I'm trying hard to load this thing. Because that's weird. Because, like, I've never had this issue with this. Yeah, it has a bit of issues. I don't know what the hell is the problem with this thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a bit of some issues with the Spas 12. Because, like, that is just weird. I've never had issues... with the Spas 12. Never had these issues with it. That's weird. I mean, it's supposed to be a shotgun, or is it just, or is it my hands? Is it my avatar hands that I gotta use? Are they wrong? Because, like, you know, I'm not really sure what's the problem with this thing. Okay, it was something wrong with my hands. Okay, that's weird. It doesn't want to load. That's bizarre. Most guns, like, you know, would end up loading. Alright, I might as well just fire it once. Just, get up close to this null crab. Oh, shit, it's powerful. Okay, I really... Get off of me! Shit. Alright, you know what? I may as well, you know, demonstrate what happens when you interrupt me. Get over here. That is just weird. I don't know what the heck is going on with the Spas 12 or the Spas shotgun. Because I don't know. I never had problems, you know, with most shotguns. Wait. Oh, now it wants to work all of a sudden? Yeah, I don't know. I think you load it, like down here. I think by the trigger, which is weird. Yeah, like, it's very uncomfortable the way, like, how it is. I'm trying to, you know, to describe. Okay, that was my bad. Yeah, I'm trying to describe it how it works, but it's a really, really weird gun. I don't know. None of these like madness. None of these guns are like, you know, properly. Like, you know, none of these guns are not properly like at least made. Like they still have some bugs. But I mean, though, most guns are not perfect, so I can give this one a pass. So let's fire. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that concludes all the Madness combat weapons, and as you can see, all the ammo, all the casing has been thrown around. So yeah, with that concludes the Madness combat weapon pack. Check the guys out on mod.io. I believe their name is OBG Crinkles, I think, or just look up the Madness weapon pack. Now I did downloaded it, so I believe it should be around here somewhere. I have it. Here it is, yeah, OBG Crinkles. Yeah, this is the guy that made the mod pack. So, you know, check them out. I mean, with that concludes my mod review, and I'll see you guys in the next mod review or let's play, whatever. All right, you guys have a good day. I'm signing out.